Hey everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and I am here to share a junk journal page idea with you. So I'm going to show you what we're going to make, but it's going to go in our canvas bag journal that I've been making. So I have two, one that I've been working on off camera, and then the one we're doing together on camera. And as a reminder, this is the one where I've put in all kinds of flips, made pages out of flat paper bags. And there's just, I think, so much potential for this journal, and I'm going to have a lot of fun, I think, getting it ready for its new home. It's a large one, so we'll see. I may not have it done in this fall season. Maybe it'll be a next year project too. We'll see. So this is the one that we're working on together. I'm going to set it aside for right now. Let me show you the page idea that I came up with. So I could have actually made this a little bit larger for the size pages I have in this journal, but I know a lot of people don't have pages quite this big. So the idea with this one, I've got to decide. Sorry, I'm flipping so much. I want to put it somewhere just wonderful, right? I had picked out a page. Let's put it way back here. Why not? So this is what it does. It's going to get stuck down, and I'm actually going to attach mine so we can tuck something back behind it. This is a closure. We're going to use a Velcro dot, and this is going to hold everything closed. But then you open it up. Oh, I could have decorated back here too, and I didn't. Okay, and then I put a quote here. The trees are about to show us how lovely it is to let things go, which I love. And then this opens like this, and then we have this fabulous stacked pocket, which is something, we make a lot of. But I just thought adding this extra flip and this closure makes it a little special. And yeah, so let's go ahead and attach it, and then we're going to make one. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to be pretty heavy-handed with the glue on this edge, because this is, really what's going to be holding it to the journal. All right, so I'm going to do a kind of a thick, and then along the bottom. And I'm going to put it, I don't know, about right here. Okay. Oh, I meant to do it on that side. Oh, well, think before you glue, people. I actually wanted it glued on this side, so it would have made sense if I had put this on, like the opposite page. It's all right. Everything's okay. We can still tuck in from this side, and that's not bad at all. Okay? Now, it's going to open like this. I don't want to pull on it too much just yet. I think it's sticking really well. And then we're going to just get one of my little Velcro dots, and we're going to close it up. So I think I left this wide enough that it's going to work. And I have all the measurements for you guys. So if you want to make one, look at that. I did. If you want to make one, you can. If you want to make one this size, you can, of course, change the measurements. It's not hard. Once you get the concept down, I think, you'll be just fine. Oh, I love that. And this is the paper by Tina over at the Digital Collage Club on the Making and Creating website. Fantastic forest. And I'm also using, and today that's what I'm using, but in the journal, I've been also using my All the Fall Leaves papers. So we have a mix. Anyway, love that. So let's set this aside for now. And we're going to make one. So I have my papers prepped, but I'm going to give you the measurements. I will put them in the description so you can make one as well. So I haven't inked or anything, so I'll do that while I'm telling you about the project and thanking you for being here. Thank you. I appreciate you spending some time with me. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and drop me a comment so I know you're out there. I really appreciate it. Okay, the base of the whole thing is a piece of paper. And this is going to get covered up some, but I just thought it was really pretty and it'll work great. So we'll see. It is 5 1/4 inches by 6 inches. All right, so you just need a piece of paper, and I probably shouldn't have glued this down yet, but this is what you're going to see of that right here. And again, I left mine where it's, you know, coming up there, but that's what you're going to see. So when you're picking out your base paper, you know, give that some thought. And of course, once I get some cute little things in there, you don't see it as much, but I certainly like to have that be pretty. Okay. Now, the next thing you need is a square that measures 5 inches by 5 inches. And I used this piece, even though it means one of the pockets, the trees will be kind of sideways. But a 5 inch by 5 inch square that you just cut on the diagonal. Whoa. And we're gonna layer these on here. We're not gonna glue them just yet because I put just another layer because, you know, more is more, right? To have more pattern and more things happening. So this one's going to go like this, and this one's going to go like this, but let's not glue them down just yet. Let me show you the next thing we're doing. So the small triangle pocket, there's 2 of them, and the way to get to this is cut yourself a 4.5 by 4.5 inch square and cut it on the diagonal. I've already cut mine. I wanted to use this paper and it wasn't quite perfect, so I decided I was okay with that because I'm not going to see that there's not that edge. But if you do a 4.5 by 4.5, it will layer really pretty, just like that. This one's going to go here. And then the other part of that 4.5 by 4.5 inch square, you know, the other half, all I did was take it and I just eyeballed how big I wanted a little bit of a triangle pocket right there. And if you put your straight line, I think I'll put it right there, you'll get an even triangle. Okay? Is it initially had been a 4.5 by 4.5 inch square. And that's just going to be a little tiny tuck spot right here. Isn't that cute? Now, again, depending on the papers you choose, I didn't really look at how all my patterns and things lined up. But, you know, you may have more contrast, less contrast, up to you. Now, on my original, for some reason, I just glued this down. I'm not quite sure why I did that because we can have even another tuck spot. So that's how we're going to do this one. Okay, so let's get all of these glued down. Let's put the little one on first right here. And I'm leaving a little bit of a border. I'm not bringing it right to the edge. You know, you could bring it way down here. I kind of like showing that layered look. So that's what I'm doing. All right. And then this one is going to layer on top of, you know, the left triangle. And I'm going to put it down like a pocket so that we have just another place to tuck some surprises if we want to. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to use it. All right. And a reminder, this one's going to go down first and then this one. And once we do that, you'll have a pocket here, a pocket here, here, and here. Okay? So this one goes down first. Glue on these 2 edges. Leave your diagonal open. And again, I've made pockets very similar to this. But again, I was trying to think of something interactive just for a page idea. And I thought, well, this is going to be fun. And this can go for any journal and any theme. So again, once you have these ideas, you can put this one in your idea book if you want to. But once you have ideas, then you can even change them up some. Different sizes, extra pockets, flips, that kind of thing if you want. And I just love all the layering and all the different patterns. It makes me happy. Okay, set your base right there for just a minute. The next thing you're going to need is something to be the flap, and I'm using craft cardstock, and it measures 5.5 by 5.5. Mine is already scored. You're going to score it at 5 inches. All right, that's going to make the hinge that will attach this to your base. So let's go ahead and get that creased where I scored it. Again, I scored it at 5 inches. And get it moving good. This is pretty thick. Okay, it's gonna get attached just like that, but we're gonna layer it, ink it, and layer it first. So you get this inked, and again, you can use scrapbook paper. You can just, use more digital. You can, use whatever, cardstock you want or paper you want to make this flap. I just thought, of course, the craft went well with these fall papers that I'm using. And if you're interested in the papers, I think you guys know I always put in my video descriptions the link to the making and creating sites. There's two, the Digital Collage Club and the Clip Art Corner, and I am one of their creative ambassadors. So I make projects with their things sometimes, and so I have a link and a coupon for you if it's something you're interested in and you're going to subscribe. I'd really appreciate if you used that because it helps both of us. You get a coupon and I get a commission. So there you go. That's how that works. All right, here are my layering papers that are going to go on the flap. And they measure, you need 2 pieces, whatever you want, 4.5 by 5.25. And I think I'm going to put this mushroom right here on top. Isn't that cute? And then we can add some little cute things to go with it. And I'm just going to glue it down. And again, if you want to add pockets, if you want to add extra things, you want to collage decorate, I mean, do whatever you want. I'm just trying to show you guys the possibilities in something that I like. I'm going to flip it over and we're going to layer the piece on the other side. So when you open it up, you'll see this. And if you want it, again, this would have been cute on the front because we could have put, again, another quote or something right there. It would have fit perfectly. But I'm doing mine this way. You can have the quote on the inside too. Or you can have 2 quotes. All right, let's glue it down. I always love watching videos of different, just ideas for pages. And of course, a lot of times that's pockets and tuck spots and different things, but I can never have enough, right? How easy is this, right? Especially when you have all the paper cut ahead of time. All right, that's going to go right there. And then when you open it up, you have all this beautiful green and everything that's there. Beautiful. So we're going to add glue right on this side of this hinge. Now, because I am putting mine on a page in a journal, this is how I designed this. I'm not worried about the back, but I'll flip it over and give you guys a couple of thoughts if you want this to be more of like a standalone item. See how I'm not worried about it? You could always layer something on the back. I'm gluing mine down, so I'm not worried about it. Okay? Cuteness. Now we are going to make our fantastic little closure. All right. So this measures 1 inch by 5.25. And then I'll tell you, I'm again using the craft cardstock for mine. And this one measures 1.25 by 6.5. All right. Now I didn't score this. I eyeballed it. You know me and eyeballing. So I need it to hang over enough for a Velcro dot. I think this one could have been just a touch longer. I may have not trimmed it exactly right. That one is 1 inch by 5 1/4 inch, maybe 5 1/2. You can play with that. All right, I'm just eyeballing it and I'm folding it over. And again, this is a 6 1/2 inch piece of cardstock. So if you could score it at like 5 3/4 with the measurements I gave you. Yeah, and that's gonna work good. And then I'm just gonna center my hedgehogs on here. Now, I will say this is covering up my cute mushroom more than I wish it was. So I'm gonna decide where I'm gonna put this. I thought it looked really cute on the first one. And on this one, I'm not so sure. It's covering it up. All right, so again, you're gonna layer your strip of decorative paper on your, this really isn't a belly band, but on your closure. Yeah, on your closure. And I could put him down here. I could just not worry about it and go right through the middle again. Let's decorate this a little and then decide. You're gonna add glue here and it's just gonna be like that, right? I mean, or wherever you decide to put it. So it's not hard, but let's decorate the front of this just a touch and see if that helps me figure out what I wanna do. I think getting a little more color on the front might be nice. And this is a page from the kit. They're the 1 inch circles and then the 2 inch dominoes. And I used them on the other one, you know, to do some decorating as well. I'm feeling like I said, bring something with a pop of some of the darker colors in maybe this one. Let's cut it out and just see. And we may also add a quote or some words. I didn't prepare a quote. And I'm not doing trees really this time. This time it's a mushroom. So my tree quote from the other one, not quite sure is as fitting. But I can always come up with something, right? All right, if we do that or we do that, let's just kind of set it there. And then the quote that I did on the other one, I just wrote on a piece of the paper. Let's write, you know what? I'm going to write Fantastic Forest Friends. The name of the kit is Fantastic Forest. And this way too, when I'm looking back on this journal, maybe I'll remember. I'm going to put a little heart because why not? Okay. Just because it's kind of a cute little something and it takes up some space and I like it. All right, let's see. Yeah. I think I like it with this overlapping just a little. So I'm going to put that there. Let me glue this down first. Yeah, that's pretty good. And I didn't make this into like a banner shape, but that's kind of the idea I'm going for with the domino. Like just kind of a little flag, something there. All right, that looks good to me. Let's see how this is now looking. With something else there, because I just felt like it didn't look very decorative. Maybe if we come down, that will still be enough to hold it closed. It'll be there. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. I'm just gonna make a decision. All right, so again, glue on this part of our closure. I want it about right there. Get it straight, Pamela. And again, the back, not gonna see. If you want to see yours, just take a pretty piece, this isn't the right size, but you know, just take a pretty piece of paper and layer it over there if you want it to be a standalone item. All right, there we go, there we go. And then it's just making a couple of, or more than a couple, but a few cute little things. I'm gonna turn this into a tag to put in the pockets. So there are so many wonderful things that coordinate with this journal kit that you will be able to, I think, come up with lots of ephemera. I'm just gonna do something a little simple to help get us going. And let's angle the top for our tag. Where is my, this wasn't the one I was looking for, but we'll use it to make it look like a little tag and not just a rectangle. Of course, I like rectangle tags. I think of them more sometimes as like journaling cards, but you can have a tag for journaling as well. Okay. It's pretty, isn't it? The papers, I love the colors. So this can go in these pockets. It can go all the way to the back. You know, it's gonna be great. And we can decorate it more, but I'm just gonna put a piece of ribbon at the top for now. And I have some of my crinkled seam binding, and this is the one that I said, you know, was kind of like great for the holidays, but this set has also turned out to be great for fall crafting. I think there's still a couple anyway left in my shop, and I have a few. I didn't dye a whole lot this last time, but I have, I don't know, maybe enough for 4 or 5 sets of a new colors that I'll be sharing soon. Now, this kit has a page of these little guys that I think are so hysterically cute. And mushrooms, let's make him to go in that little front pocket for now. And of course, we can always put him somewhere else later. This is another great opportunity for me to, since I didn't print on the other side, just layer this to bring that craft cardstock look over here. So I didn't do it with that one, which is fine. And I'm just gonna cut it out. And we'll add a touch of ink and a ribbon on this one. And again, if you want to start adding little labels and tags and words and all our fun things, you go right ahead. No, is the pink too much? Or should I go more like a gold? That's definitely, you know, in the color palette. Here, let's just, this piece needs to be used. So let's see if it's big enough to do what I want to do. And then we will call it. Oh gosh, where did it go? Oh, here it is. It's so close to the color palette. I kind of wish I had some more orange. I think I'm pretty much out of orange. I need to look and see what I have. Okay. But this kind of gold color is really pretty too. I think this was in one of my neutral sets. Okay. Now on the other one, I put one of the cute circles. Here, we'll do a little should I do a mushroom creature or another? Let's do another fuzzy faced creature. Why not? And this is a 1 inch. And then I decided to, and I think we'll do it. We'll do a 1 1/4 inch to layer it on like that. And put it here or here. We'll decide. We will decide. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. All right. All right, it's cute there. It's also cute there. Let's put it here. And again, we can just keep on going if we feel like it. I'm gonna stop there, and let's put it in our journal, right? Let's put it in our journal. Get this out of the way. And that's the one we already did. This is the one we've been working on camera. I'm gonna have 2 of these. Isn't that exciting? Okay. So again, let me think through. Yes, so if I put this one is one of the ones I left free. I didn't glue down yet. And if you've missed the other videos in this series, I will link them for you. I can't remember if I made a playlist. I probably need to. And I could also, but anyway, I'll link them for you in case you want to see how to make the journal and the pages we've already done. Now, I showed you how to glue it down. I want to take some pictures for my thumbnail and stuff, and then I'm going to glue it down on this page right here, promise. But same thing we did right at the beginning. I will put glue, a nice measure of glue here and along the bottom. And I'm going to bring it about right here, and then we'll have a tuck spot, and this one will open like this. Okay. And again, decorate, add whatever you want here. You could add more flips, an accordion. I mean, have at it. Have fun. Okay? I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think. And until next time, have a great day, everybody. Thanks.